Hey, Pastor Mark Conforti here with another Cheerwine Chat. I grabbed a Cheerwine. How about you grab one too? If you're like me, you're really excited about the new park being built in downtown Salisbury, the Bell Tower Green Park at Stanback Square. Grateful, of course, for the Stanbacks for their generosity and their vision for this park. Also grateful for Jason Walser, who is about to give us a behind-the-scenes view. Jason is a faithful church member as well, and he works with the Blanche and Julian Robertson Family Foundation. The construction of this park has been at the very top of his priority list over the past couple years. Jason has been right there with the planning, the fundraising, and the execution of this park's construction, along with another church member, Mary Heather Steineman, who has worked behind the scenes as well. We're grateful for both Jason and Mary Heather and their leadership. Well, without any further ado, here it is, our behind-the-scenes look of the new park. I'm here at Bell Tower Green Park at Stanback Square with Jason Walser. Jason, it's great to be here. Thanks for your leadership for the community. We're excited to see this park. Tell me, what projects are happening right now and what needs to happen next?
Well, as you can hear and see, we're nearing the final phase of construction of the park. And we are hoping and thinking that by the middle of June to late June, you'll see a nice green space behind us. You'll start to see sod being planted very soon. Hopefully by July, the park will be open, the fences will be down, and then September 10th and 11th, we'll have a grand opening celebration. So we're on the final turn, even though it still looks a little rough. A lot of things are going to come together in the next 8 weeks that are going to finish off this thing in style.
So more sod, more planting. There's been a lot of brick work that's been happening here. It looks fantastic.
Well, thank you. They're working right now on the Inner Street stretch, and once they finish the hardscapes on Inner Street, which is the last bit of concrete, pavers, and brick, then they'll start doing the softscape, which is the flowers and the grass and the things that'll really make it look like a park.
So tell us what this part right here is going to look like when it's completed.
Absolutely. Thank you for asking, because this is a great entrance from one of our primary nodes coming into the park, but also from our church. This is going to be vegetated. We call these hoops. They're decorative arches or trellises, and they are going to be covered in vines. There are actually 3 different vines. Don't ask me what they are because I can't recall them off the top of my head, but they will provide shade and beauty. There will be flowers on these arches, and of course they frame the entrance into the walkway, and as you go, or into the water wall, as you go into the hoops, see the water wall, you'll come out looking at and focusing on the bell tower with the water to your left. So it's actually multiple senses that will be engaged as you enter this quadrant of the park. You'll see, you'll smell, you'll hear water, you'll feel the presence of vegetation after coming out of the hardscape of the city. So this was very much an intentional design. Also, just because of the opportunity, this is going to feel very natural. As you look down Fisher Street, you see a lot of trees. During the summer season, it will be very green with lots of meandering paths. As you go closer to the bell tower and Inner Street, it will be much more engineered, manicured, much more hardscape. So this is going to be much more lush and green and inviting for taking a book, having your cup of coffee, having your picnic lunch. This is going to be the much more natural area. Right now, I'll be the first to admit these trees are gorgeous, but they are small. In 5 and 10 years, these trees will be 35, 40 feet tall, and you'll have a lot of shade in this part of the park as well. So a lot of trees will be planted in this part of the park.
People talking, really smiling. A man plays
this isn't just a project for the year 2021. This is looking down the road for the long-term growth and vitality of Salisbury.
Just like our church, we're planting seeds and planting trees for 100 years, 200 years, 300 years from now. We're looking at this park as a perpetuity park. The decisions we made when we had a decision to make something a little nicer, to make it last a little longer, to put a deeper foundation in, that's exactly what we did. Just like the church, we were thinking long term with this park.
So thinking about the connection between the church and the park, from the perspective of a church member, what's your vision about how this place will be a way for us to connect with the community, to connect with people?
Mark, I'm so excited you asked that, and I'm so excited you're giving me this platform today, because as someone engaged in the park, I've been thinking a lot about how the community will use this park. But as someone involved in our church, I've been thinking about the opportunities. And if I were to do a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, if I were to look at the strengths and the opportunities, we have at our church a little bit of green space here. We have a playground. We have one of the two major nodes, Ennis Street and Fisher Street, coming from Main Street, are going to be the two main entrances to the park in terms of the traffic. So as I think about opportunities for us to promote whatever, we are literally at the front step of this park. We have opportunities that other churches don't have with our green space, with our grass. So if we wanted to do bouncy houses or Adirondack chairs or coffee night or snow cones or popcorn or whatever, we are going to be seen. People are going to walk past our church. So the opportunities for outreach, for youth to have car washes in the portico, for us to reach out, we're going to be seen. Our signage will be seen more than any other church in Salisbury to visitors to our park. That's pretty amazing when you think about our church hosting music. We see the stage right now. Our church has the best view of the stage of anywhere in town. This stage is going to host everything from dance recitals to major performing artists. So we're going to have rock bands. We're going to have eventually Cheerwine Festival, Pops of the Post. We're going to have the front row seat in the major marketing platform for visitors to this park. It's huge. We're only limited by our imaginations, truly.
This is so exciting. September 10th and 11th. We'll circle it on our calendars now. Jason, thanks for everything you're doing to make this happen.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.